Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Pierce. He's out there with Bird. And it's Havlicek in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Celtics ball.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Bird. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You know, Bird is a lot taller than people think. He's closer to 6'10" than 6'8", and that helps him inside defense trying to stop him, but got sloppy and fouled.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Outside, Kobe. West outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Shaq. Somehow misses the one-handed flush.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Collins with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now here's Johnson. Dishes to Kobe. Count that bucket.
That's too easy for Kobe. The closer he gets, the more dangerous he becomes.
We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. 4-point game. Kuzi passes to Bird. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Boston with another.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Johnson dishes to Bryant. Shoots the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Kobe's got 5 now.
From deep, inside, outside, all levels, Kobe can flat out get it done.
Here's Kuzi. Covered by Johnson. It's out of bounds. Pass touch by O'Neal. Here's Kuzi. And the pass to Collins. Clock at 6. Here's Havlicek. No good from outside. The Lakers off to a slow start. They trail by 3, and Bryant kicks to Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Magic doing a little self-serve, going vertical on him.
And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Got a piece of it and taken away by Magic. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
You know, seeing Magic pick a pocket is not rare, but him running the whole floor on a solo fast break, that's special.
Here's Kuzi. Johnson with the block. And they're able to recover. And he gets it back. Bird misses.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Boston trailing. Launches a three. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You know, it's interesting the way Bird shoots the basketball. Angles his body instead of squaring up most times, but the results are remarkable and unquestionably good.
Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Johnson. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Pierce finds Bird. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Bird's got 10 points.
Boy, the quick release, Bird gets that shot off in an instant. He was ready and waiting to strike.
And here's West for 3. And it's Cowens with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They get a hand on it. O'Neal with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He kicks to Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Los Angeles with some changes. Chamberlain's checked in for Shaq. LeBron comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Baylor in for West.
At the line for Los Angeles, Magic Johnson. 1 shot.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. 1 shot.
That's good from Johnson.
Well, pretty much the perfect point guard, if there is such a thing. Magic has incredible passing skills, great size, unbelievable vision, plus leadership qualities that make him CEO-like.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bryant the pass to Johnson. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Parrish. Brown outside. From deep three-point land. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Larry Bird making things happen for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Here's Brown. Goodrich is out there with Johnson. Then it's James. Then it's Baylor. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly, the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from James. White with it. Nothing on the board. Brown wide open. He fires. Here's Garnett. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And the arms of Garnett go on forever. And that length makes him a problem on the offensive glass.
Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. Pau Gasol is checked in for Chamberlain. Worthy comes in for LeBron. And West subs in for Johnson. Inside, Worthy. Some solid defense there from McHale.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Rondo. Misses from short range. And it's West in the corner. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Rondo. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Cowens. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
West dishes to Worthy. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Goodrich, that's good.
And, you know, we've seen Goodrich's range all the way back to his college days. He's got a very efficient and easy shooting motion.
Rondo passes to Cowens. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. O'Neal's checked in for Gasol. And Abdul-Jabbar subbed in for Baylor. Austin with the ball. Leading by 5. They get it back. Cowens. Power down with both hands.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Boston making a switch here. Bird's checked in.
1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That free throw good from West.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Bird misses. Lakers trail by 4. To the middle. Denied! Pierce with the block. To the inside. Shot's good from Bird. Bird's got 12. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Boston.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
This is where Shaq does his best work. So dangerous in tight because he's dominant close to the basket.
Pass to Sharman. Trying to get open is Bird. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. First team.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For Boston, Bill Sharman, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kobe's checked in for Worthy, and it's Johnson in for Goodrich. The Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up to him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Celtics leading by 4. Here's Sharman. Pass to Kuzi. Buries it down low. Kuzi's got his second bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They get the rebound. O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Because Shaquille O'Neal is so big and so athletic and so relentless, it's really hard to keep him off the glass.
Kuzi passes to Tatum. Here's Sharman. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Following the bucket by the Celtics. It's hauled in by Bird.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Tatum, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And so he hits both. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Bryant down low. Johnson outside. Shoots over. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Looking at the Celtics, Kenny, give us your take.
It's always a positive sign to see assist numbers like this. They're moving the rock with ease and keeping each other happy. It's a brand of unselfish basketball that's fun to watch and play.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
I like to see them get to the line more. But to do that, you got to be aggressive. Force the action. Drive the lane. Make the defense react to what you're doing. If they can do that, I think they have a good chance of pulling out a win.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Havlicek, Bird out there with Pierce, and it's Kuzi in at the 1. West against Havlicek. The kick out to Pierce. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pierce has got the lead up to 8 now for Boston.
Pierce out there running the show. Makes the call and then creates a nice opening.
West. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Cowens has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Kuzi. And he makes that one. And now it's a 10-point Boston lead.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block. Has that sense of how to score in traffic.
And it's blocked. Outside Pierce. Drains it from beyond the arc. Pierce has got 5 now.
Pierce, terrific off the catch and shoot. So smooth with that stroke.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Lakers trail by 13. Passes it to Bryant. To end the run. He feeds it to West. It's blocked. West against Havlicek. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. He dishes it to Bird. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect, that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, DA. Thank you.
Magic takes a lot of pride in his toughness now. Shows you why on that finish.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's down low. Working on Bryant. The kick out to Havlicek. Clock at 4 from past the arc. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Havlicek's got 7.
Yeah, we've talked about this often. Hondo does a lot of things that help you win. They're from deep range. That'll help spread the floor, too.
Now here's West. 5 points in the game. And he drives in. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. Boston leading by 12. Here's Bird. Here's Pierce. Second chance effort. The shot's good from Cowens. He has 6.
And Cowens just vacuums in those rebounds constantly, working to snag second chance opportunities for his club.
Right at the free throw line. And the basket by Johnson.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Johnson. For 3, Pierce. And again, Boston with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know what time it is? T-shirt time.
Boston making a switch here. .112 left in the third. James, the pass to Mikan. Outside Bryant. There's the pass to Mikan. Excellent D there from Garnett.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pound kicks to Rondo. Garnett high post.
Garnett is the whole package, man. That's a great pass.
Lakers trail by 17. James in the high post. He's against Garnett. LeBron, no luck.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
That one goes. Count it. Havlicek's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just a relentless machine. Never seems to fatigue. Havlicek, once he gets loose inside, it's tough to keep him from hurting.
Puts up a deep three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson is out there with Bryant. Then there's Davis, and it's Baylor in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Baylor, and there's the drive. Stolen by Pierce. Garnett outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fires from deep. The shot by Pierce, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 19-point game.
And he pulls off the meaty to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Here's Pierce. Following the basket by Elgin Baylor. Pass to Havlicek. Jacks up a 3. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Pierce has got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's the Lakers' ball. Bryant looking over the floor. To the paint. And Davis can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 20. Here's Kuzi. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Havlicek kicks to Pierce. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Over to the left wing. Havlicek outside. And it's Garnett at the elbow. And at last, they get one to fall.
There's that silky smooth jumper of Garnett's. Nice elevation, and the height of the release point makes that a reliable mid-range look.
He was all alone on that one.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Pierce. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Baylor.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also pound it inside with
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, he can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
O'Neal's checked in for Los Angeles. West comes in for Baylor. And both free throws good for Paul Pierce. So it's the Lakers now. O'Neal looking around. And here's West from the arc. Tries again. No good from Shaq.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
White. That three off the mark. Lakers trail by 21. Here's Johnson. And easy 2 points on the layup.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Now here's Bird. Pass to White. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The alley-oop layup. Very well done. And the Celtics lead by 21.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine. Loses him with the bounce and doesn't look back. What a pretty move.
Outside, White. Pierce against Kobe. Here's Kuzi. Back to Pierce. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his fourth rebound in this one. And Bryant the bucket on the assist from West. Kobe's got 7 points for the quarter.
You see the number of moves Kobe has, more than capable of creating for himself with that handle.
Kuzi passes to White. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. It's White on the wing. Sinks the triple.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
Now here's Shaq. Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots from the right block. Rebound Boston. Now here's Pierce. Down low. Here's Kuzi. Good D by Johnson. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kobe gets the bucket.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, he'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Now White. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.